Okay, welcome to For the Fans TV. We have got Ibi, the Gooner, here with us today to give us his opinions on today's match. Ibi, how are you, first of all?
I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you
You're
doing?
right. I have to
Yeah,
say, I'm really not impressed with your background.
yeah. I had to. I thought I don't have the Arsenal top, so I thought I got to put a good picture up for you.
I know,
Good
I'm not
memories.
impressed.
Good memories for Sol as well.
Sol wasn't very happy today in the studios, was he?
No, I
Moving on to
wasn't.
the game, Ibi, what did you kind of think of the game? What did you think of the way Arsenal set up? And, obviously 2-1 loss, but some positives, a lot of negatives for the Arsenal fans from
Yeah,
what I'm hearing. Just tell us what you think, mate.
I think it's typical Arsenal. We played pretty well in stages. Didn't necessarily create that many chances,
Yeah.
but then it's just poor defending, like defensive errors. I mean, we scored. Lacazette scored a great goal.
Yes.
And then within 2 minutes, poor back pass to David Luiz, then poor defending by David Luiz leads to a goal. Second half, we seem to be in control of the game, then just give it away, a couple of stupid counter-attacks, poor defending from Mustafi, individual errors, cost us again.
Yeah, yeah, no,
So,
definitely. I mean, I think the defense has cost Arsenal, for the last however many seasons. If I'm honest,
yeah.
it's a position where Arsenal can't really get a lot of stability. Now, in terms of you touched on the defensive mistakes. Apart from the defense, did you think that Arsenal were playing well enough to get a point or even 3 points today?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I think it wasn't a poor performance.
Hmm.
It was just individual errors.
Yeah,
That was the biggest downfall. We could have maybe lacked a little bit of creativity in the final third to create more clear-cut chances. But it wasn't, the game overall wasn't a great game.
yeah.
But our issue was more individual errors than an overall performance.
So you're not blaming, let's say, Arteta tactically or anything like that. You just thought that maybe individual errors cost Arsenal the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously when you don't win, it's always disappointing. But would I have set up any differently? Do you get what I mean? It's like, we,
That's what I was going to ask you. Would your starting 11 would have been any different to Mikel Arteta's?
um, the front three is probably our most dangerous front three.
Yeah,
You could probably put Saka in there because he's been in really good form since
yeah.
he's
I was
been
actually surprised at that. I'll be honest with you.
since he's been back. But
Yeah,
I do like Lacazette as a nine. Aubameyang is always a threat.
yeah, sure.
I do actually think Pepe's very talented. It hasn't all come together yet for him, but the talent's there. I think it'll just take another. We'll see next season before we can make a real judgment, to be honest. So
Yeah,
you could maybe argue Saka to start, someone who's good and in form.
yeah,
Midfield, that's probably. I mean, Torreira this season hasn't been at his best, I'd say, or
yeah,
given the most opportunities. Last season, I did really like him,
yeah.
but to be honest, this seems like Arteta's midfield. He likes the two that play today, so which
Yeah.
is fair enough.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about the situation going on with Guendouzi and kind of the midfielders that can't really stabilise themselves in a team like Pepe? Do you think that it's just a philosophy that Arteta's trying to bring into Arsenal, or do you think that he's trying to be a bit hard on Guendouzi? Do
No,
you also think Guendouzi is stay for the season, next season?
um, so it seems like he wants to leave. To be honest, obviously, it seemed to all happen after the Brighton game. Didn't he say something like, "I earn more than you'll ever earn," and it turned out he earned 10 grand less,
Yeah.
and, and then got upset, and is now looking for new clubs. So
I think he was on 50 and the Brighton
was
player
on
was on 60.
40 and the other guy was on 50 or something like that. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think that triggered it.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Do you think that Arteta is the right man for Arsenal? You think he's the man that can kind of take Arsenal forward? I'm not saying him to win titles, but kind of to take Arsenal forward into a position where you're back in the top four, you're challenging for the Champions League or maybe even a few trophies.
To be honest, I guess I'm fairly skeptical, but
Yeah,
most of the things I've heard from him are good. So people say he's trying to have a genuine philosophy,
yeah,
trying to rebuild an actual squad and a winning environment,
sure.
which is definitely something we've been lacking. So again, who else? Who else would I go for? Who else would come to Arsenal
Yeah, I mean, look,
and
even
fit
even as
fit
a
in?
Spurs fan, I think Arteta's actually doing quite well
Yeah,
for Arsenal. He's trying to bring in kind of a way of playing and also a mentality as well, kind of similar to what Jose is trying to do at Tottenham. But I think Jose and Arteta don't have the players to do what they want to do.
yeah,
And actually, from seeing what has happened the last few games with Arsenal and kind of taken away from today's game, I thought Arsenal have been playing quite well. I wasn't confident coming into this game, but I think that true saying of the form goes out the window on a derby day is quite
yeah,
true, and I think that's happened today.
yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Anything else to add on the game, Ibs?
No, again, it's more what can we do going forward.
Sure.
So I mean, again, some of the things seem very questionable.
Yeah.
So like David Luiz a few games ago broke a record for giving away a penalty, error leading to a goal, and getting sent off.
Yeah.
First time in like 6 years that's happened, and he came on as the sub and did it in about 20 minutes. And then within a week he gets a new contract.
Yeah.
So things like that make you question: are we ever going to change?
Yeah, of course.
But on the flip side, it seems like Arteta's going for a back 3 or 5.
Yeah.
And as the centre back in a 3, David Luiz has performed well on occasions, like the Chelsea winning team under Conte.
Yeah.
Seemed to be getting Salah, what's his name? Saliba from
Libya, yeah.
who we signed, is supposedly a very good defender.
Yeah.
So again, if we can fix those defensive errors, I think we may have potential going forward.
Yeah, definitely. No, Ibby, honestly, I have to say, there was a lot of people saying they were going to come on the fan camps tonight. And funnily enough, I don't know what's happened. A lot of the Arsenal fans' phones have turned off. So I credit you, sir, for coming on. Thank you very, very much for coming on and giving us your opinion on the game.
No problem.
And yeah, quickly, guys, Ibby owns a fantastic gym up in the North London area. So I'll just hand it over to Ibby just to tell you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, no, so co-owner of a gym. A few of the guys from David Lloyd have set up a gym. Yes, small group training, one-to-one. Check out the Instagram's probably the easiest way if you want more information. Onyx London. Yeah, I'm back open soon on the 25th. Making a few changes, so hopefully we can hit the ground running once we do reopen.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, guys, it's a fantastic personal training studio. The guys are absolutely top class. They know what they're doing. Go and check them out. Ibby, once again, thank you very much for coming on. And I'm going to say up the Spurs. And the only reason why I'm going to say that is because you've got that stupid background. But no, honestly, I appreciate you coming on. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you a lot more soon at the end of the season.
Okay, thanks a lot, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah,
Thank you.
See you soon.